I was sitting thinking of it, trying to think of an idea, and I saw a fly crawling on a wall. And I thought, gee, wouldn't it be something if we had a hero who could crawl on walls like a fly? So I said, yeah, that's great. Now, then I need a name. So I thought, Fly Man? That didn't sound dramatic enough. Insect Man? No. And I went down a list, and then I got to Spider Man. And somehow, Spider Man, it sounded a little scary, it sounded impressive. So I said, I'll call him Spider Man.
That right there was the co-creator of Spider-Man, Stan Lee, talking about how he first came up with the idea for the unsung hero in August of 1962. Such a simple idea, one would think, yet so massively marketable that Spider-Man is now in 3 of the top 10 highest grossing movies of all time. And that's not even to mention bringing in billions upon billions of dollars in merchandise sales. Now, you may ask, why is he glazing Spider-Man so hard? And in response, I say, dude, it's Spider-Man. How could I not? Nah, but for real, why do I and so many others hold Spider-Man in such a high light? As said by journalist Brittany Matter, in an interview with the Chicago Tribune, Lee said he likes Spider-Man because he's become the most famous. He's the one who's most like me. Nothing ever turns out 100% okay. He's got a lot of problems, and he does things wrong. And I can relate to that. Now, you can ask this question to just about anybody you'd know, and they'd say something like, oh, it's because their powers are really cool. Or, oh, it's because they're super strong and they save the universe. Which, I mean, undoubtedly they do, and undoubtedly they are. But the answer can go so much deeper than that. If I had to say, in just 2 words, what summarizes why Spider-Man is so perfect, I would say relatability and hope. First, I want you to notice what pronouns I've been using. You may think, I don't know, but why does that matter? Think about it. I have been using they, them pronouns this whole time. Why is this? Because when I say Spider-Man, I truly mean Peter Parker, Miles Morales, Gwen Stacy, Ben Reilly, Hobie Brown, and so many more. Heck, I only named human Spider-Man. There's also Spider-Ham, Spider-Cat, Spider-Monkey, and so many more spider animals that I couldn't even list for an hour if I wanted to. That right there is a massive part of what I believe makes Spider-Man the perfect and yet not so perfect hero. No matter what race, no matter what ethnicity, no matter what personality, no matter who you are, there's a spider person out there in the total multiverse that you can relate to. You don't believe me? Well, go take a look at the Wikipedia for Spider-Man alternates. I could keep scrolling for decades. There are broke ones, rich ones, married ones, single ones, and so on and so forth. Every single situation you could ever think of, there's a spider person out there to fit it. And not only does this bring a sense of comfort and support to many, it also brings hope. What is hope? It's a sense of belonging for the future, an ideology of what's to come. Now, how does this tie into Spider-Man? Well, I want you to imagine that you are going to the theater to see the newest Spider-Man movie, Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse. For many of you, this image might be familiar, as it's a very popular movie. Now imagine seeing the struggles and hardships Miles and his spider crew have to face. Not only do most of the issues in the movie feel as relatable as ever, but seeing how he and his friends face these problems brings an unmistakable sense of hope that maybe, just maybe, this will turn out well in the end. Both of these feelings emanate from the screen, comic, game, or whatever form of media you consume Spider-Man with. Spider-Man makes us feel like we are living his life. Spider-Man makes us feel like we are pushing forward into new territory. Spider-Man makes us feel like we belong. Lastly, to quote Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse, we all are Spider-Man.